it's not even like fake and everything else. It's the fact that they are so currently baited into believing exactly what the fuck they're feeling right now
Hmm.
is larger than everything else. To me, my
And
favorite
that pisses
game
me off.
is from 2009. It is the worst Call of Duty in many people's eyes. But Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. Why? Because everything is beautifully fucking broken. And if you remove three fucking things, the game is fantastic. That's why I knew that if I had you actually have the conversation about ZA, where it's not, okay, oh my God, this game is so bad. But if you change two or three things in it, all of a sudden, you're like, dude, it genuinely could be changed. It
Well,
could be
except I don't
redeemed if you,
have. We don't have that conversation because I don't think it can be redeemed. And
but
then
you know what I'm
everything is
saying?
broken up. Yeah, like we tried, but I could also explain why. We're just like, yeah, but you fix that, and then you need to fix 10 other things, and by that point, it's Z version. Just make Z version. Legends is a failed experiment. Stop it.
But the fact that you're willing to be like, hey, it could be a five if you alter
Mm-hmm.
this and this shows that you're
You
actually
know what I'm
being
saying?
fucking
My mic fell
coherent.
off my headset. No, what I'm saying is, I will allow you to call it a five because then, like, I know you're being honest.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I'll be genuine. I love the new animations and stuff like that. That's fantastic. You're putting effort in. I could understand why you're only putting effort into certain places because you're doing these things.
And I call that
Okay,
bad game design.
you're shitting the bed elsewhere. I get
Yeah.
it. But to me, like if you look at Modern Warfare 2 right now and you put the ACR in your hands and you're like, dude, the gun is detailed. You're walking around Afghan, you could see the dust kicking up and everything else. When was the last time you saw dust kicking up on a Call of Duty map that isn't like a dust map?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, there hasn't been a Call of Duty game that looks as good as Modern Warfare 2 has since Modern Warfare 2. And I played
Mm-hmm.
all of them to fucking death.
Yeah.
It seems like it's not even nostalgia at this point for certain people. People just want to be like, oh my God, the thing now is the greatest thing ever. And because if it isn't, my entire career and everything's dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like their life, like it's cognitive dissonance because their life to invest so much into something that was nothing the entire time just falls apart. And again, that's the dishonesty I hate. And as you can see, I've only always wanted to have conversations with the Pokemon community, but all the Poketubers have shoved me out because if they're honest with me for 5 seconds, the entire Verlisify bad thing breaks. And we saw that with June the King. We were able to debunk the entire video. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll retract anything." We gave him retractions. He never did bitched out on showing up on the show. That's true of every other PokeTuber, everyone I ever try to interact with ever. I did the interview with Inferno Omni, and then he just deleted. Like the video went too well. He couldn't gotcha me on anything. So in the like, and we had like a nice cordial conversation. But then he pinned a comment saying like, "This is why Verlisify is an asshole. That'll never change." When literally zero things in the video would imply that at all. And then he eventually took it down. So like, oh, Verlisify is able to be sane for 2 hours while getting grilled the entire time. Can't have that. And then everyone else is being obtuse and dishonest for their own cognitive dissonance.
It's because they go into every single situation with a specific ideology they want to meet. Now, if you're doing a gotcha video, I completely understand that that's how some people are going to handle it. I get it. I'm not retarded. But like if you go into everyday life with saying, okay, I'm going to aim for this specific interaction today, and this specific thing needs to happen, and this exact outcome needs to work this way. Motherfucker, that's not how it works.
Well, that's why they're on Twitter all day saying like, "Yep, can't do anything. I have ADHD and depression."
It's not even those people.
I
Like,
see it
it's
all being the
not.
same people. I just see it as all the same terminally online brain rot now because they have invested nothing in their life and nothing means anything outside of the internet to them.
Well, you sent me this meme, and this meme is fucking fantastic. And it really does show exactly what terminally online brain rot people are. And it's this. Imagine having to get bribed with food to take a shower and you admit that to people online. Bag in front of my face, chips, shaking. You can have it after you take a. Is this like a 12-year-old? Like
No,
that's the
this is an
question it makes me
adult.
feel.
These are the disgusting people that get mad at me for being like for saying Pokemon Legends ZA is a bad game. This is why I have like no faith in anyone that is clearly terminally online or over invested into whatever they're dealing with on Twitter or Pokemon or social media. And like that the problem is it's also going back to like the whole normalizing mental illness, normalizing ADHD, normalizing autism because that's the excuse they make. That if you click on that person's profile, I think the
I did.
first reply they have under that is, "Oh, I'm already suicidal. Thanks for making me feel better." It's like maybe if you fucking took a shower and went outside, you wouldn't be depressed. Or you would be so much less depressed that you could actually have positivity in your life. But instead, you think, and also the people you deal with, your entire understand the world is you think people are going to relate to you for being a stinky, unpleasant mess. To where like if your parents have to bribe you as a 20-year-old living in with your parents to take a fucking shower, you think that's normal. And that's everyone I deal with. That's all my haters. Literally every single one of them. Proven by my Twitter.
This response is fantastic. I love this one. No, yep, nope. It doesn't. It says, "What a shock! Someone with this bio like this doesn't take showers. Their bio somewhat suggestive, I guess. Major multi-fandomist, male, Italian, gambler. Oh nope, that's Mexico, not Italian. There's something. There's a shit in the middle. DNI pro ship. I don't even know what half the shit means.
It's just brain rot. It's just a nonsense. Well, the thing is, I'm not allowed to biocheck because that got me in trouble in the past with sponsors. But if you do look at the bios of everyone that's mad at me on Twitter, you can piece some things together and then realize, oh, these are just terminally online people. And there's a lot of trends, and there's a lot of where it's also the thing where it's like these are the nastiest, most hateful people consistently always. That like, yeah, I said if you like ZA, you're a subhuman, but my rationale is because as we talked about earlier, you have to be an NPC. Like you have to be the most casual, do not want anything, turn your brain off and play. Like turn your brain off, play Legends and enjoy it. Fine. But I do consider you to lack sentience at that point.
Not only that part, you're being exaggerative for fucking clicks.
And that's not for clicks. I never do anything for clicks. I never rage bait. I never do anything for clicks. I just have strong opinions.
But let's look at what being an entertainer is, right?
That is my not entertainment. That is my immediate gut reaction of my strong opinionation, who I've always been unguided by any clicks, engagement, or entertainment. I am the literal exact same person.
I get that, but what I'm saying is if people want to be genuine and understand that everybody, when they are online, is going to put their most exaggerative thoughts forward first.
That is not me.
I'm not saying you. I'm not.
But you said everyone. You said when everyone's online, they're putting their exaggeration. No.
Yes. As a whole, you think the bigger PokeTubers are actually genuinely falling in love with this game? No, they're probably not.
That's because they're all bad actors. I'm the outlier of being like the only genuine person in the Pokemon community.
But like, even if you thought it was a 2 and you're like, dude, you're fucking subhuman if you like this game because it's literally brain rot. Dude, okay, no, I completely agree with you. You're just showing exactly what you feel. You're showing exactly what you think, but you're using hyperbole and exaggeration in order to showcase what the fuck you feel. Dude,
it's not hyperbole.
That's entertainment.
It's not hyperbole. It's not for entertainment. It is because, like, I've only said over the last years on this channel, but also decade. I've been against all of this terminally online behavior for over a decade. All this brain rot. So it is not an exaggeration when I'm like, oh, you liking ZA is the manifestation of your brain rot. You're an NPC, and then me calling someone subhuman. That's just you're an NPC. You're an NPC that cannot experience experiences. You just get sedated by slop. Fine.
Exactly. But if they were being genuinely honest, that's exactly what they would say. And that's the crazy part to me. Is like whether you're saying it exaggeratively or that's genuinely how you feel. Most people are going to think it's exaggerated because it's an extreme. You're an extreme person. You're a black or white. You are not gray. That is your tism. It's just like people are so fucking brain rot retarded, they don't fucking understand that. And I don't understand how that makes you a bad person, but whatever.
Well,
But
also
it's
what I'm
like,
saying is
okay,
like what I was getting at is like, okay, it's not nice for me to call them subhuman because I think they're just a sedated NPC with no free will because they like Legend ZA. But then the response, hatred and vitriol, is like 50 times more toxic in response. And that's why I'm just like,
exact,
okay, you confirm it now. Now you confirm you're subhuman if I'm just like, you're ill if you like ZA, and then you say I should die. Well, now you're confirming you're ill, so I was right all along, and now you're just stuck being ill. Damn, I'm right, you're ill, unlucky.
exactly. And then, so I have this meme, and it's talking about a third of Generation Z does not exist. And then you look at like how many kids are in schools and stuff now, and you're like, oh my fucking God. I wonder if that fixes the fucking generation.
I don't think so. Because I know what you're talking about. That third of thing is like a third of Generation Z has been aborted.
Yes.
Not a meme. That's just an infographic. So you also have the brain rot, Zach, to call everything a meme.
Everything is a meme.
That's just an
Everything is a
infographic.
meme.
But either way. But then I think we also get into uh s- difficult subjects because like an overwhelming amount of abortions are going to be from like black inner city stuff.
Yeah, I'm not even like
So
talking
that's
about
that's already where we're
specific
dealing like
stereotypes and
Detroit
stuff like
having an
that.
entire school where 0% of students are literate, and if that wasn't aborted, that only grows. That's kind of an issue right there. But that's just like reality, not racism. Please don't get mad at me, world. And then, but also, people are saying like, oh, the reason why Gen Z is so conservative and so like hyper based is because all the Democrats are the ones aborting their kids. So the only people coming out of it are like super edgy conservatives. They're the only survivors. So I don't think the missing third fixes anything.
No, but I wonder if the missing third genuinely affects or changes the way that the world looks currently. Because I
Yeah,
think a lot of people like genuinely say that there's a big problem coming forward because we do not have enough people. We're not sustaining exactly who
that's just a
we
fucking lie.
have
That's
already.
that's just a lie. That's a globalist lie. There's
No, they
plenty
want
of
us to have
us,
less people.
but no, but they also want us to import more of the other
Oh,
countries to help them.
I,
It, it's
I
mixed.
get that part too. I'm just saying, like, it makes you wonder if there genuinely is overlap where it's like, okay, no, genuinely diversity of opinion, not diversity of like outcome and diversity of like who the person is, but diversity of thought helps you grow as a process and makes you a better civilization and situation because we're able to explore and understand all these intricacies of what this situation actually is.
You're
That's
wrong
what our
because
job is.
communism exists. That's
Communism
not
is
a
broken and
diversity of
wrong and
thought that
everything
is
else.
allowed to exist to make society better.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
Exactly. So allowing for diversity of thought doesn't work, proven by communism. But then going
But
back to
there
the
is
missing
things
third.
like communism
Yeah.
where we have social programs and stuff like that. Those are a net positive for some people and a net negative for others. And that's what I'm saying is like if you actually genuinely put all the thoughts into a fucking basket and you pick out the best ones and work through them, genuinely that's how you work through problems and you figure out different solutions instead of running our head into the wall and keep doing the same fucking thing.
Socialism doesn't work either, so that doesn't count.
Exactly.
Because that's probably like we can't have only positives without the net negative, so then everything kind of bricks. And then go back to like the whole missing third. Like if we fill that in, at the very least, it means more struggling families. Because even though like a lot of people are devoutly maximum against abortion and stuff like that, at some point you're also going to get to the point where it is creating like less struggles if someone is like if someone already has 4 kids, they're on hyper welfare, and then they can't handle the fifth kid, so they have to abort, and that ends up being like 30% of abortions, probably more. I don't want to know the actual number. That shit terrifies me. But if it's that, and we fill that in as the third, everyone's worse off. I think everyone's worse off with that third.
I don't know. It's just, it's so scary. It's so scary because, you know, these are the terminally online tism tards that just like go so far down the fucking rabbit hole that it's like, oh, dude, I could have had an older brother that fixed this.
I can see what you mean there, where it's like, but also if that is like a broken family that could have been pieced together by that, I just think that's such a small amount that like actually no. Here's the
I
thing: we already have the other 2/3, so you just replace that with a 1/3 of the same exact ratios, and nothing changes.
I would assume it is 1/3 of the missing 1/3 that fixes the problems of some of the other 2/3.
But then I think like that 2/3 is balanced out, and again, it's the exact same ratio as we have now. So GG, nothing changes. There's just more people generate. There's more people consuming electricity to generate AI slop. That's actually just a negative.
But the fact that Gen Z is trending